Call to order. Good evening, everyone. The date is July 29, 2026. The time is 6 o'clock, and I'd like to call this special meeting of the Rochelle Park Township Committee to order. Pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Act, notice of July 29 meeting was published on the Township website on July 24th. Copies of all notices are on file with the Township Clerk and have been made available to the public. Roll call, please.
Here.
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 Deputy Mayor Charles will be absent from the meeting today.
Mm-hmm.
And Mayor Manning.
Here. We're going to go to the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. All right. At this time, I'll ask for a motion to adopt Resolution 26-233, authorizing the Township Committee to enter closed session. The committee will discuss legal issues, litigation, potential litigation, contract negotiations, and attorney-client privilege matters concerning the sanitary sewer pump station contract and legal guidance regarding business hours, as well as personnel matters concerning the Department of Public Works, police, and legal guidance regarding land acquisition and legal advice regarding toll-from. May I have a motion to enter closed session?
Motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you so much. The Township Committee will now enter closed session. We'll return at approximately 7 o'clock p.m. to conduct further business. We are now in closed session. All righty. Good evening. Can I get a motion to come out of closed session?
Motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Wonderful. We'll move right on to discussion. Colliers Engineering is here. We're going to invite them up to the microphone in the front to discuss their project proposal for project manager of the pump station. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Jordan Volk from Colliers Engineering and Design. So our proposal is for the construction, administration, and observation of the pump station project. So this would be managing from the time of the pre-construction, meeting with the contractor, all the way through completion of construction, all of the what we call construction administration services, which would include pre-construction meeting, review of the schedule, review of schedule of values, review of pay applications, review of any RFIs, change orders, any issues that come up throughout the duration of the contract, reviewing the schedule with the contractor, and then also inspection as needed throughout the duration of the contract to ensure what the contractor is putting in place is per the contract documents.
All right. Any questions from the Township Committee? All right. I'm going to just create the opportunity to open it up to the public, and we'll do all agenda items. So can I get a motion to open up to the public at this time?
Motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Wonderful. Public comment is now opened. You have 3 minutes, and you're limited to one speaking opportunity.
Agenda and non-agenda.
Agenda 9.
Agenda and non-agenda items.
Bob Davidson, what is the cost? They explain what they're going to do, but what is that cost?
Gentlemen, you're welcome to answer that.
Sure. So for the two-year duration of the contract, for the contractor for construction administration observation, it is $800,000 for managing that. Not to exceed.
So it could be less.
Yes, that's possible. It's billed as we expend that time over the duration of the contract, and that's for, I believe the contract is approximately $8 million for the construction contract.
What is that hourly rate now?
That can vary across the different staff we have on the project, so I don't have an answer off the top of my head what the average is.
So you're using the 10%. I'm assuming, right, that was the 10% of the budget?
That's the 10% is something that we look at as a rule of thumb to gauge the construction costs in relation to the construction administration and observation costs.
So there is something that on a construction site on a daily basis.
When the contractor is there, we will have somebody there, not full-time, but part-time, checking on them. There's certain things and aspects that you want to have somebody out there the entire time is pouring concrete, excavation, bearing, putting in pipe and bearing pipe, things you can't see afterwards, but things such as installing conduit and piping inside the building and pumps, things along those lines. We won't be there full-time looking at them, but we will be checking on them while they're working each day.
So how will you be dealing with you on a monthly basis?
Yeah, we typically invoice monthly for the hours expended during that month.
I mean, again, just off the top of my head, it just seems like an astronomical amount of money for just overseeing the project.
It's within the typical, the ASC has guidelines of engineering fees in relation to construction costs, and, it's within those typical guidelines.
So you're going to have somebody is going to be there on site, just observing what's their revenue.
I don't know off the top of my head what the hourly fee for the inspectors, and I don't have that exact person set at this time until construction starts, so that can vary. And that can vary based on what is being done. If there's earthwork being done, we might want somebody with a geotechnical background. If there's structural being done, we might want a structural engineer out there, so that can also vary for the duration.
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Just going to be doing a general observation. I was just wondering what the hourly rate is going to be. Is it going to be $50 an hour, or $200 an hour, $1,000 an hour?
I don't know. It's within our rate schedule approved with the township. So it's going to be one of the pre-approved rates. I don't know.
It should be part of the contract.
No, we're only accepting a proposal tonight. Then the contract will be approved. I imagine we'll have all the rates in the contract.
Our rate schedule is part of the general agreement that we have with the township.
The existing agreement.
Correct, yes.
Correct.
Same rate schedule that we use for everything.
Yeah, that's what we use to put together our fee for the project.
I'm just sure you're trying to get some kind of an idea. It's a lot of, quite frankly, it's a lot of money, for somebody to be there. And we know they're not going to be there on a daily basis now already. And so when they're doing concrete work, and again, especially like we were talking about doing concrete work, but they need to know whatever it is that's going underneath it if you can observe it afterwards.
That's correct, yeah.
I mean, I understand that. Years ago, we used to talk about what the clerk of the works is, the type of a person that would be out there that maybe old terms, quite frankly, but I'm just trying to get some kind of an idea. Because, I mean, it's turned out to be a very expensive project that absolutely needs to be done. But we're almost adding another $1 million to the project, so, or the potential of being another $1 million. So I guess, will there be another open meeting when we're actually going to vote for the proposal itself?
Absolutely, and I believe that we'll have all those figures by then laid out for the public. And as he mentioned, some of the professionals there have varying roles. So there are some professionals that will be visiting that will have a higher hourly rate than the person that's there on a regular basis.
Certainly, but I was just trying to get some kind of concept.
No, I appreciate it. I think it's also clear for the public to know that it's to not exceed $800,000. Right.
Also, but if there's going to be some project changes or whatever the case might be, then you're going to have that in the course.
Absolutely. And Collier's Engineering,
Already go over it.
right. Absolutely. And Collier's Engineering has been very vocal that they will come to us before any of those changes would have to be made. Absolutely.
You still have to authorize it.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Public comment is open. Agenda and non-agenda items.
Linda Boniface, 33 Park Way. I've said this many times before, I'll say it again. It's time to go to 2 meetings a month, because here we are in 3 meetings a month. So I suggest when you start making the calendar for 2027, you add 2 meetings a month. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Boniface. I agree with you. I think that we can just schedule 2 meetings a month, and if we need to cancel, we can cancel. But, we're getting a lot done this year.
Sorry, I need another minute. Did anybody from the Township Committee attend that flood meeting with our Congresswoman?
In Saddlebrook, yes, I was there.
Okay, thank you. it didn't seem like anybody else did on a certain post.
Thank you so much, Ms. Boniface. Who's coming up next?
Is this where you can talk about anything?
Yes.
All right, great. You guys pulled me out of the house. I couldn't come last week. Can I sit here?
Please, make yourself at home.
I do the power move? All right. I'm a little unsteady on my feet, guys. I came down with an illness, so I've been a little missing in action lately. So, pardon the facial paralysis, but thank God the camera faces the back of the head. Okay, couple things. I just wanted to give the Township Committee a couple of updates from the Shade Tree Commission and the Environmental Commission. So I'll start with Shade Tree first because that's the easier one. We are on track for this fall to fulfill the current list of shade tree requests. Those are the requests from residents who wanted a tree in their home, in front of their home, and signed up on our list to get one. They received an email from me this week indicating that we are on track for the fall. Fall plantings can occur from September to early November, and we're going to get quotes from our 3 contractors, and we'll vote on that at our next shade tree meeting on August 13th at 6:30. Dave Brown and I worked on the list together, and I'm just waiting for 1 or 2 homeowners. They have to pick a smaller tree, because as you guys know, we are planting the right tree at the right place to avoid power lines, trees going to power lines, sidewalk lifting. So sometimes residents ask for a tree that is too big or will get too big for the area they want to plant it in. So I'm just waiting to hear back from 1 or 2 of them. If I don't hear back, we're going to select a tree to replace the one that they asked for. That's my update for Shade Tree Commission. Well, at the same time, we were visited by some people from town, Jamie Davidson in particular, friends with Tara Galfo, back in the past. They asked us to plant a tree in her honor. Her and her friend Jody, I think she was here a couple of months back, their friends donated to us over $1,600. We're also going to get a bench for Tara. However, Rochelle Park does not have a lot of green space. So we've been talking about the gate that's locked up top of Chestnut, where we planted the Arbor Day tree from 2025. That gate's locked all the time. That space there would be very nice for a park/green space for residents. I think it could add value, especially, that we don't have a lot of places to go in town. So our thought was to plant the tree there. But we also don't want the gate to be locked because we might want to sit at the bench and admire the tree, and family of Tara may want to go sit there as well. So we're kind of talking about this because we want you guys to consider opening that gate, maybe passing an ordinance that would set a time that area is open to the public. Before I got this, been visiting some public parks, and some of them are not big, but they have a sign outside that says, park is open from here to this time, no loitering, blah, blah, blah. And if and then they have the ordinance up there, and if someone's, there after hours, you can always call the police to address it. But it would be a nice place for you guys to use open space grant to make it look pretty. There's really no place to go as an adult. Carlac Field is wonderful for the kids. They have wonderful playgrounds. The field is there. But as an adult, you want to kind of maybe just sit, have a coffee, maybe on Fridays, a local vendor can come by. People will use the park if you have something cheap to eat or drink and a place to sit. And you can name it whatever you want to name it, but you can do a lot with the space. Not just plant commemorative trees, but maybe a bench, a commemorative bench for, people who lived in town who were prominent. This obviously is going to take some planning and thought, but we're trying to plant the tree by autumn, for Tara. And, we're hoping you guys consider and discuss this, at some meeting or whatever, where we could perhaps use that space. I know the second space, it's over by where Miss Boniface lives. Again, an empty lot that is not being used. And, after my tax bill, I think it would add value. It would give me, at least we could say we have something for people to use. Otherwise we don't really have that kind of space here. I know it's tight. So we're asking, when I say we, it's the Shade Tree Commission, Environmental Commission, for you to consider tear down that gate, as Ronald Reagan said. I know he said tear down that wall, but, my favorite president. So he is. But yeah, that's what we wanted to kind of do is, make it a place for Rochelle Park residents to go and sit and admire nature, and I think that'd be a nice area. It's pretty sizable. So, those are my 2 things, I think, right? Maybe 3? I don't remember. But, you have any thoughts?
Thank you so much, Mike.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
The gate you're talking about is at the top of Carla?
So, yeah, if you were to go up a Chestnut, so if you take no, that gate's open. There's a space to, if you're facing Carlock from Chestnut, it's to the right. It's a separate locked gate, and inside that gate is the lone tree, the Arbor Day tree.
It would be behind home plate on the far field.
Emergency gate.
Yeah, but it's like,
Right now, yeah, there's just
Guys, one at a time, I can't hear out of this ear, so.
Go ahead, Jack.
No, that's the emergency gate, I believe that's locked.
Yeah, I know, I spoke to Dave Brown, he just was told to keep it locked. But I'm asking you to consider using some open space grant money to make it look nice. I mean, I think putting a bench there with the tree and maybe some other things, I don't know, in particular, but if you give me time, I'll come up with things, but, to even name it, like Chestnut Street Park, I don't know, there's a space no one can use, it's locked up, and why can't we say we have now a space, a small park space for residents? That's all. I mean, that's really the gist of it, so. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, Mike, I think this is a great idea. I think we should put this on the next agenda for discussion, and I'll touch base with you if the Environmental Commission wants to come and do a presentation, talk about it more, but I would love to have this conversation. It's definitely an underutilized space. There's just one tree planted there.
Yeah.
And I think it was when the Shade Tree Commission planted that Arbor Day tree. So let's see what we can do with that space. And I think one thing that we've talked about is we want Carlock to be a place that is great for residents of all ages. So I think those are the type of ideas that bring that to life.
Also, Mayor, I know that you tasked the Environmental Commission to get those little free libraries. So I think that area would be a great place to put one of those. It's easily accessible for people who are walking on Chestnut or whatnot, but it's a park space, and that's where they're generally located, in public areas where, so that's one of the areas we're trying to find to put this little free library that we're in the process of purchasing, which, by the way, I have to thank Mike Giuliano. He's been great, so helpful, thank God. And Michaela's great too, but Mike's helping me with this thing because the purchasing process is a little cumbersome with them, but it's all good, so.
We have an amazing township staff. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Mike.
okay, thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
That's Mike.
I didn't realize there's any sort of.
Yeah, thanks again.
Just very quick. Number one, last meeting, I was critical about not knowing about the meeting like we have tonight. I did see this post and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you for that, for the quick response on that. And the other thing is that we had a very good working relationship with Sally Brook. Now I'm disappointed again, because again, we didn't know anything about this meeting. Again, maybe something just behind us, I don't know. But I mean, I certainly would have attended that meeting because I had a high interest in that whole South River, what's going on here. So I don't know what we do know or what we don't know, other than I know I saw a photo of your stuff being at that meeting, but I didn't see anybody else really show up there. So anyway, saying that, maybe we can get Millie Poe to come here. and do a presentation?
Yeah.
Because I think that we need, the residents, there's 800 homes that when it gets serious flooding, that wind up getting affected by flooding twice. And any kind of work or anything that's being done to try to correct it, I think they should know about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Davidson. And speaking of speedy responses, our clerk, Gina Kim, just pulled up the hourly rates for this project proposal, and it does range anywhere from $85 all the way to $425. But a majority of it seemed to be in the 100 to 200 range.
Yes, so the whole thing, 800,000, you're going to do a lot of work for that.
Thanks so much, Mr. Davidson. Mr. Scarpa.
Joe Scarpa. Why did he say there was no schedule? There's a schedule.
He doesn't have it in front of him. I have the luxury of a computer right next to me. Just that I didn't have it with me.
Okay, just one thing, committee woman at PG was, going on for hours today on Facebook, political attacks, which is fine, but she was at work.
What does that have to do with the Township of Rochelle Park?
She's a council person. So I went to, because she was writing about Rochelle Park politics.
No, well, that's not really accurate. It has nothing, what someone does at their workplace has nothing to do with Rochelle Park, nor does the
She was
politics,
talking as an official of the town.
nor does the,
She was talking as an official of the town.
so you want to comment on what she said in her post?
I'm commenting that she threatened to be removed from the town hall and go in the Wallington.
Well, that's.
Well, again, yeah, that's in Wellington.
Also called the police chief here to remove me from the meeting.
That's inaccurate.
That's not what the chief said.
All right, but you're bringing an issue regarding Wallington. That's a Wallington issue, not a Rochelle Park issue.
I just had it in Rochelle Park. She called the Rochelle Park. Why were there two police here? We've had shootings on streets, and you have two police here.
Because you came to my job to harass me, and to intimidate. You did.
You were talking
You drove
trash.
from.
All right. This is a personal dispute regarding something that's irrelevant to this meeting, so please keep it relevant to the township meeting.
Why were there two police officers here?
I don't see them now. I don't.
You didn't see the police officers?
I don't see them now. I did see two police officers. There's been many meetings this year where the police department has been present, and I know that you've been present for some of them as well.
Yes, correct. But why?
I'm not sure why the two police officers were here. I have no idea.
So who requested them?
I don't know if they were requested or if they strolled in.
I say it would be better served serve the residents to have them on the streets patrol.
Yeah, I
I'm
have.
saying I'd have more policemen here, but there's no need that too. I think they'd be better off patrolling the streets.
Thank you for your comments. Anybody else? Seeing or hearing no one, can I get a motion to close public comment?
Motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Wonderful. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. All right. Ms. Kim, any correspondence?
Not at the moment there.
Any new business, Township Committee?
Yeah, just to remind everybody again that National Night Out
Yep.
is coming up on August 4th.
Thank you.
Right, and I believe there's going to be a couple of tables. I think there's also going to be a table for donations. I've been working with Dominic about donations for the school, so if you want a backpack or whatever. And of course, there's a couple other tables that are going to be there also. I see there's going to be a Boy Scout table there too, right? Sign up for Cub Scouts or something?
Yes, I believe I saw that as well. Thank you for bringing that up.
Access, yeah, access for all, is that, and rec,
That's gonna be-
rec's gonna be there too, but that's a good
Great.
call. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anything further?
yeah, thank you.
Wonderful. All right, so let's move right along to approval of the agenda. Before we approve the agenda, can I have a motion to add Resolution 237 to authorize the administrator to provide layoff notices to township employees, and add Resolution 238, acceptance of proposal to Colliers Engineering for project manager of pump station? Do I have a motion to add those resolutions to the consent agenda? Yes, I said proposal. Yeah. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
Motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you so much. It's time for the consent agenda. All items listed below are considered routine and non-controversial and be approved by one motion. There'll be no separate discussions unless a committee member or citizen requests. Then item be removed and considered separately. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Excuse me.
Motion.
As a citizen, I have a request. Notification of layoffs. Is there any discussion on that?
No. Does anyone have any discussion on that? No.
No?
What's it about? What department? Are we allowed to know anything?
Yeah, it's the police department and the court.
The
The employees impacted by the shared service agreements.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, please.
Yeah. Dispatch. Thank you. Yep. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, roll call, please.
Committeewoman Peachy? Yes. Committeewoman Judge Covello?
Yes.
Mayor Vincent?
Yes.
Mayor Miller?
Yes. All right, the next meeting of the Township Committee will be held on Wednesday, August 26th at 7 o'clock p.m. Is there any further business? May I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion?
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you so much, and we'll see you at the next meeting.